everyone, this is Rebecca from Papeterie de Choix. I almost forgot what I was going to say. And welcome back to the sharing of my latest journal. I actually have two of these. They're sister journals. They're called the Brooch Sisters because the decoration on the front is a couple of brooches. This one is called Cameo. The other is called Rose, and I will be showing it in the next video. But I made these two journals in 4 days. I have never raced so hard in my life, I don't think, in as far as creating without sacrificing the creativity and the inspiration. So I started out with a piece of two pieces of ephemera that I made in a video a couple of years ago, and if I can remember, I will link those, and I changed it up just slightly. So this one is the Brooch Sister Cameo, and I tied it like this on the front so that the cameo could still be seen. These are real roses from my rose garden, well, my rose plant, or I have a couple of roses in my back garden, and this is kind of a pink one, and I gathered it there. So in the previous video for this piece of ephemera, this lace is a cuff off of a blouse, and all of this part is original. What you see here, this what's behind here, the brooch, the buttons, this is not original to that project. This background paper is not original, and then with that I made a giant belly band, and there's a piece of music paper back there, so that's not original. But everything that you see from this layer up, minus this little dangle, is original to the project that I did a couple of years ago. So I'm not going to pull all of this out, but some of it has kind of floated down in here. But there's like a little sheet of music paper, a little I don't know what you call that. It's just a little something I made a while back. Anyway, that's what's in there. Just writing material. It has two layers. It has a fabric layer here that's eyelet, and then I bound it, and then I put this piece of crocheted lace on top. It's just covered with scrapbook paper, and I know that it's 9.5 inches tall. Seems like it's about 6 inches, give or take, wide, and I think 1.25 inches to 1.5 inches thick. Okay, so here we go. So inside, I bought a photo album with some like French themed papers a while back, and so I ripped it apart, and so I colored this up. There's different pages from craft magazines or books and other things, scrapbook paper, things like that. This is from a pocket project, or a project that I did out of a book a while back. So anyway, I'm just going to flip through. It's a naked journal. There's a few pages that I did nothing except for tea dye, and then tea with some watercolor to kind of go with the whole pink, kind of that coral pink theme. Inside here, this is quite fragile. This is an authentic, I guess, advertising card, and I liked the colors. Right here it says painting copyright 1893 Arbuckle Brothers, and I know Arbuckle here in the U.S. Used to be a coffee brand. I remember my grandmother talking about that. So anyway, that kind of goes right in here. I'm considering this an envelope, but I did not create the flap. It's just kind of a pocket type envelope. So that's a nice vintage piece there. And then there's a tuck spot here, and on the back side I have a tag that's clipped in with a paper clip, and then just an array of different things through here. This don't have anything in it. There's lots of room to add stuff through here. This I made watching Julie at Cameo Crafts Designs, and this opens up and is a journaling space, and then I had this little corner piece left over, so I stuck it in here as just a journaling card inside the whole thing. And then I made the whole thing a belly band, and so inside here is a tag with a pocket that's just got a piece of like linen paper, or not linen paper, can't think of what it's called right now, but anyway, that's in there as a writing spot. So that goes in there like that. This was a greeting card. This is just a page out of a old French furniture book, or old furniture book. This is another piece of the, as you can see, it goes with that, and so, but I flipped it over. This was the back side. And then music paper from an Italian sheet music book I have. This is out of a magazine. It's just a giant envelope. You can see the other side of the page in there. And then keep going. And I covered up the back of the card where it had the logo and all that, just with this flip up piece of ledger paper as a writing spot. And then here's another piece of it. It's a piece that I had already stained with that kind of red color, along with some coffee, and I used part of it for a backing on a sheet you'll see at the back. So I just used the rest of it as writing space. And so here's another one of those little pocket insert things. And then this was a piece I had left over. I made a belly band. I had some of these little pockets that I made from dictionary pages. And then I had this. I thought, well, that would look cute in there, that little key. And then this is a page out of a poetry book that I have. And I didn't stain it. I left it as it was, but it had this little piece of poetry and these two women from the last century. And then there's 3 of these little matchbook writing things in here. So that just lives right in there. And then here's a full sheet from that photo album I was telling you about. And then here is I made this after watching Carrie at Carrie the Crafter, and I did a full sheet of music paper. So you fold it up and then cut the corners so that it looks like a tag, but it's just a giant thing. And then I used this and made a little belly band with just a little something in there to write on. And a little notepad. And this, I made these like 5 or 6 years ago. I found a piece that, and I didn't even know then who Tim Holtz was, but it's a piece of his fabric that's the back of cabinet card photos. And so I still have a handful left, and so that looked like it went in there really good. So that goes there. And then this is an empty pocket / envelope there. And then I ordered some stuff from Amazon that I wanted to branch out and try a few extra things without printing them myself, since ink has gone through the roof. And so this is the back side I backed with that paper. And then here is a vintage recipe card. And another one of those. There is another one, I think it's at the front. Yeah, it is. It's at the front. I forgot to pull it out and show you. This is just a little ATC card from a paper pack or from somewhere. And then this is from a flower book that has like this little poem or letter almost on it, and then it talks about it on the back, little poem thing. So that lives in there. And there, oh look, it wanted to be seen. It's like, show me, I have something to show. And then I use this little piece of music paper because it has Paris on it. It has the word Paris on it. It don't have the real Paris on it. Okay, so that's it. This is one of the Brooch Sisters called Cameo. And I will be doing the other video for Rose to show next time. So thank you all very much for watching, and let's see if I can get that. I have a festival this weekend, hoping I come home without any of these, and hopefully this can go home with somebody who will use it and treasure it and write in it and do whatever else they would do with it. So thank you very much. I will see you again soon.